The purpose of this video is to show you how to get the printouts not just for Project 2, but for Project 3 and 4 as well. I've had several students who've had some issues with working with the application gateway, working with statistics, and rather than have to face 3 more hurdles, I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and get all the printouts for the rest of the semester on video and out of the way. So the next time you get into the application gateway and you're in statistics, you can generate all the project printouts that you need for the rest of the semester. That's what I think you should do, because it's only going to take you, probably a total of 10 minutes to get them all. So get them out of the way, save them, and then you won't have to revisit Application Gateway later in the semester. All right, so let's just get to it. For Project 2, we need some descriptive statistics for your sizes and mileages. So I'm going to go to Summary Statistics, Descriptive Statistics. I'm going to click on that, and I'm only going to need the size or mileage. Again, this is Project 2, this is Question 2. I need the sample size, I need the mean, I need the standard deviation, I need nothing else. And there's your printout. And I have it in a nice 10 font. This should transfer over to the project nice. The next printout that you need, there's 2. There's a stem and leaf plot and a normal probability plot of your sizes or mileages. So in this case, I put mileage. If you're working with apartments or homes, you would have put size in here. Okay, so the next one is a stem and leaf plot of your, again, size or mileage. So that's a plot that you'll need. And then a normal probability plot. We haven't seen this one before, but I'm going to go to randomness normality test. I'm going to go to normal probability plot, and again, your size or mileage. I'm going to be asking you to assess the normality. Display the reference line, keep that checked. And we're looking for a straight line. The straighter the line, the more normal the data. This is a skewed distribution. That's why you see it come off the line in either end of the picture. All right, so that's Project 2. I am 2 minutes in, and we've got Project 2 out of the way. Project 3, there are actually 4 printouts. So in Project 3, I'm going to go back to descriptive statistics. So I'm going to go to descriptive statistics. I'm going to choose the mileage variable again, or size. I'm going to also include, I'm going to take the mean, I'm going to take the standard deviation out. I want the sample size, and I want the confidence interval endpoints, which is this box down here, the confidence box. And the first printout I want is a 93% confidence interval. So I'll say, okay. And that's the printout I want for Question 1 of Project 3. Question 2 of Project 3 also wants a confidence interval. So I will go back to, oops, that's not what I want. I want to go Statistics, Summary Statistics, Confidence Interval. Except now I want to use the prices, and in this case, I want to change it to 94%. But the other piece of this that I need is I just want to work with model or location 1. So I'm going to take model and put it in here as a grouping variable. If you are working with homes, rent, price, asking, whatever you called the price variable, that still works for you. You'd put location in here, and we want a 94%, so I'll type OK. I'm asking you to work with just model and location 1, so it's this part of the printout that I want. Okay, so that's printout number 2, or Question 2 in Project 3. Question 3 is the toughest printout probably the rest of the way that I'm going to have for you. So I want you to go to your data. I want you to go down to the 10th price. So my 10th price in this case is $8,500. And then I want you to figure out how many of your prices exceed the 10th price. And there's a couple ways of doing this. One way is to come in here and do we have a stem and leaf display of the prices. Let's see, did I do that one already? Stem and leaf display of the prices. I did mileages before, so I'm going to do a stem and leaf display of the prices, and I'm going to look for, that was 8,500, so I'm going to look for 8,500, and that's this guy right here. It'll be rounded up to 9,000. And so I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have 70. Looks like 71. No, 70 of my 75 are above. And you can see it's not really easy to do it this way. The other way of doing it is to sort your data. So I'm going to go to Data. I'm going to sort. Remember, 8,500 is my 10th observation, or my 10th price. I'm going to sort in descending order. And I'm going to find that 8,500. And it's all the way down here, right there, because you can see that 71, I was wrong, 71 of the 75 are bigger than 8,500. And so that's what I want you to put in the space in Question 3. And then I ask you to take that number and do a confidence interval. So we're going to go to hypothesis test 1 proportion. Did I mention this is the toughest one? You're 75 in your sample. However many are larger than your 10th observation. In my case, it was 71. I want to do a 98%. So I'm going to change this to 98. And I would type OK here, but when I do, it's going to give me an error message. So just put in a value of 0.5 for the null hypothesis. When we get there this semester, that'll mean something. And really what you want is this confidence interval right there. That's the confidence interval. So you're going to take this part of the printout and you're going to copy and paste it in for question 3. Question 4 is a test to hypothesis question. So I'm going to come back to the data. I'm going to do a 1-2 multi-sample test, and I'm going to work with the price. So again, everyone has a price variable. I'm going to do a not equal to test. This number here is irrelevant. And then depending on which data set you're working with, you got to choose the correct value. And I guess I want for the apartments, it's not equal to 900, so I put a 900 here. For the automobiles, it's 15,000, and for the homes, it's 350,000. No commas, and I'll hit OK, and that's my 4th printout. So now I am through project 3. So that's now, let's see, I'm 6.5 minutes in. So those are the project 3 printouts, and then the last printouts are really easy to get actually. For project 4, there are 2 printouts. There's question 1 and question 2, and they both are similar. So I'm going to show you how to get those. So for project 4, you're going to go to 1-2 multi-sample tests. You're going to go to a 2-sample t-test. You're going to do, for the first question, you want the size and mileage. So I'm going to use mileage by model, and you're going to generate that. And then the second printout, you're going to do price also. So I'm going to do that, and it's going to give me an error message right now because it's going to say you cannot have more than 2 levels. This is comparing 2 means, and so I want to omit the model 2 or the location 2. And the way I'm going to do it, I only want to work with levels 1 and 3. The way that we're going to do it is go to Data, Omit Select Cases, and I'm going to say omit if model, or whatever I use, and I use the word model here. You are going to use location if you're working with one of the other ones. If you're working with the apartments or the homes, is equal to 2. And now you can see the data over here on the left. When I hit OK or go, I guess go, all the 2's are going to fade to gray. It shows on my screen. I hope it shows through in the video as well. And I'll hit close. And so the 2's are still in the data set, but now they're not going to be used in the analysis. So I'm going to go back to that menu. I'm going to go to 2-sample t-test. It should still be set up correctly for you. You're going to take mileage and price, or size and price, or size and rent, whatever you call those things. And then you're going to have model if you're working with the automobiles. You're going to have location if you're working with the apartments or the homes. And this is going to generate 2 printouts at the same time. The one that works with size or mileage, that's what you're going to use for question 1 on project 4. The one that works with the prices is what you're going to use in question 2. And those are the only 2 printouts that you need for project 4. So I know that's a whole lot of information. What I'm going to recommend you do is generate all those printouts now, and then you can watch this video again and you'll see where they fit in the project. You should be able to figure it out once I assign the projects later this semester. But I figured get you back into the application gateway or get you back on statistics, however you're using it, one more time, generate all the printouts, and then you don't have to go back the rest of the semester. Sounds like a good deal to me. So hopefully you can generate those printouts without any issues, and you know how to get hold of us if you have questions. Good luck.